So folks, welcome back. So today we're going to take a look here at the WD Red Plus. This one here is a 2 terabyte drive. They make these all the way up, I think, to 16 terabyte now. And so for a lot of us out there, we're running into situations where we have what I would call digital assets. We have accounting information. We have family pictures, family photos. We have, in my case, as a content creator, tons and tons of video files of videos I've created. And so we need a safe, reliable way to store all that, not lose that data. And as someone speaking who has had a hard drive go down and lost a fair bit of data, and the cost of recovering that is quite expensive, getting in a situation where you have reliable drives that can store your data for a long period of time and hold up for a long period of time is something that we'd definitely want to invest in. And so these Western Digital red drives, you'll notice that Western Digital has much different colors. The red are specifically designed for lasting for a long time, enduring a bit of vibration, especially if they're in a multi-drive network attached storage situation. And they're not maybe as fast as some of the other hard drives in terms of outright speed, but they're designed to basically receive data and hold on to it for a long period of time. Now, the idea typically a lot of times with these drives, especially these days, is hard drives potentially, in any situation, they could fail for one reason or another. So especially if you have a network attached situation like where you get like 2 of these drives, you can put them into one of these stations. The Red Plus will support up to 8 bays. And so you can put 8 of these hard drives into one of these units and think of it as like your own virtual cloud system. So to me, the issue with the whole cloud thing out there in the world is they say, hey, upload all your stuff to the cloud. Well, who knows where the cloud is or who has access to it or whatever. By using a network attached storage solution and getting something where you can plug these drives into and put it on your network, you can have basically as your own virtual private cloud. And when you need data backed up to it, you can back it up to these drives here. Now, these drives are also set up for, you can set them up for what's known as RAID, which is pretty much you can have 2 or more of these drives and it will back up the data and duplicate the same exact thing to another drive. That way, if one drive fails, you're good to go, and at least you have the data on another drive, or could be more if you so choose. Usually though, having that redundancy with just one drive is probably going to be good enough for most folks. So these Plus drives, they are optimized pretty much if you have a small business, medium-sized business, if you're just your own regular self or you work from home. And having one of these setups is a great way to go. If you need more than 8 bays, then you need to go with the Pro model, not the Plus model. But for most folks like me, being in small business, whatever, something like this is going to do just fine. So in this case, folks, with these drives, or this drive right here, it's actually going to a small business in town. 2 of these drives are going to be sitting right beside one another in a network attached storage unit. And they don't have a huge amount of data, which is why they only have the 2 terabyte one. They do have some important data. So now they'll have this attached to their network and they can put their files, whatever they need to, onto these drives and keep it protected for a long time to come. So if you need something like that, definitely check it out. These are extremely useful, and especially me as a content creator, it is extremely important to back up all the work that you've done and not lose it in case you need to re-upload it or upload it somewhere else or whatever, or edit it in the future. So having stuff like this is extremely important. Definitely check these out, and make sure also too, if you're going to put it in more than 8 bays, if you need more than 8 drives, you need to go with the Pro model. But like I said, for most of us in small business or just on our own, where we just need just a bit of backup storage, the Plus will do just fine. All right, y'all have a good one.